Today, we embark on a fascinating journey to the mysterious gas giant Saturn. This planet is often compared to its neighbor Jupiter, as they are similar not only in size but also in their incredible rotational speed. One day on Saturn lasts just over 10 hours. Although Saturn is 12,000 miles less in diameter than Jupiter, it is still immense. Like Jupiter, Saturn is surrounded by a powerful magnetic field and is noticeably flattened at the poles, giving it an elliptical shape. What would a person see as they approach Saturn? If we peer far into space, we'll observe a massive gaseous sphere with a circumference of 75,000 miles, taking 30 Earth years to complete one orbit around the Sun. The first thing that draws attention is Saturn's famous rings. They consist of countless ice particles and fragments, some of which are up to approximately 33 feet in diameter. These rings stretch 40,000 miles wide, so wide, in fact, that Earth could easily roll along them. Saturn is essentially a vast ocean of hydrogen and helium, one that cannot be walked upon. In theory, you could float on its surface, but keep in mind that the temperature increases with every mile of descent. At a depth of about 37,000 miles, temperatures can reach 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't be surprised by such scales. Everything on Saturn is grand, including its core, which is 9 times larger than Earth. Space tourists who decide to explore the northern pole will witness a hurricane of incredible proportions, which has been raging for thousands of years and covers an area the size of Earth. This vortex, known as the Great Brown Spot, was named in reference to a similar phenomenon on Jupiter. The weather on Saturn is extremely severe. Winds reach speeds of up to 1,500 feet per second, and the thickness of its atmospheric layers exceeds 600 miles. The temperature at the upper cloud layers reaches -184 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's unlikely to be much warmer elsewhere. Interestingly, the change of seasons on Saturn is similar to that on Earth, thanks to the nearly identical tilt of its axis. However, how this change manifests remains a mystery. Perhaps in autumn, helium rains fall, and in winter, ice flows of frozen hydrogen drift across the giant ocean surface? We'll only know when the first tourist decides to spend a vacation there. But don't expect the familiar sunlight on Saturn. Due to the distance of 900 million miles from the Sun, the light is barely visible, appearing as a tiny star on the distant horizon. Instead of sunrises and sunsets, travelers will be able to observe numerous moons. Saturn has over 30. The largest of them, Titan, is bigger than Mercury. On this moon, the temperatures plummet to an extreme low of around -292 degrees Fahrenheit, creating an incredibly cold environment. Although Saturn is 95 times more massive than Earth, its density is much lower than that of water. This means that Saturn wouldn't sink even in a liquid like kerosene. If there were a bathtub of unimaginable size, the giant planet would calmly float in it. Saturn can even be observed from Earth with a simple telescope or binoculars. In the night sky, it appears like a bright pearl with a pearlescent glow. Saturn, encircled by its majestic rings, never fails to impress. So, keep looking up at the stars, broaden your horizons, and don't forget to support us with your likes and comments. Don't limit yourself to Earth's boundaries. Until we meet again, friends.